District stated that it is the first time the school has registered a high number of candidates, with a total of 170 students registering for the Uganda Certificate of Education examinations in the year 2023.
We are prepared. These candidates were candidates who should have started last year, but due to Corona and the lockdown which subsequently followed, their preparation was interrupted. However, as a school, we were able to beat that lost time. We were able to engage them in various activities, including some extra lessons. And we also engage them at times even on weekends to prepare them for these papers. So as they are sitting today, on our part as a school, we have done our best, and we believe that with all that we have put in, they are prepared to face the examinations, and I believe they are prepared. We have registered 170 candidates, and fortunately all of them are present. And out of the 170 students, we have 78 girls, and then the rest are boys.
Banji Godfrey, the head teacher of Adjumani Senior Secondary School, stated that the school has registered 160 candidates that began their UCE examinations amidst the bad weather scandal that disrupted the early start of the examinations.
Today is the beginning of the examination, the written paper. We started with the briefing on Friday 13th. Today we have in geography paper 1 and paper 2. We have delayed a bit because of the rain. The rain was too much, but nevertheless we started well. I've registered 164 students for UCE 2023, but out of these 2 are missing, and the reason is known to them. They have not reported, so which means 162 are sitting.
Meanwhile, the head teacher of Biaya Secondary School, Drani Williams, stated that the school has managed to register 196 candidates for the Uganda Certificate of Education Examinations 2023.
It all started here very successfully in the morning. Much as there was rain, it did not affect us. Papers started on time. Papers were enough, question papers were enough. I would say this is also something to be proud of today for this year. I'm happy all the candidates came, 100% turnout of candidates. We have registered 196, and all of them for the first time have come. None has missed. This is what has impressed me most.
Taban Data Peter, the resident district commissioner at Adjumani District, however, stated that our Adjumani District has registered over 1,555 candidates, which is more than compared to the previous year, 2022.
The day when our candidates start their final exams, Adjumani as a district, we have 1,555 candidates who are sitting, which is a very, very good number compared to the numbers last year. I want to call upon our parents that as these students go to the school, prepare something for them so that they eat something nice to face the papers. And for the children, I want to ask all of you, the students, to put your trust in God and desist from malpractices, because when you are caught, you will have lost the whole year that you have been in school. Trust your brain so that you excel. For the teachers and invigilators and their scouts, I want all of us to be vigilant as we traverse different schools and as we vigilate these examinations, so that the outcome will be that which will not bring shame to us.
Onzima Alan and Dokumaringa Christine, for West Nile Television, NILE CAST. And more in our stories. As senior 4 candidates across the country commenced their National Uganda Certificate of Education Examinations 2023, a man was arrested for processing fake bank slips to students of Al-Hiji Secondary School in Adjumani District in order to allow them to sneak in and sit for the examinations. Take a look.
A man has been placed under police custody for processing forged bank slips of centenary banks for students in order to access Uganda Certificate of Education Examinations 2023 in Ajumani District. Aya Williams, the deputy teacher of Beza Al-Hijj Secondary School, stated that the students who failed to complete their school fees forged bank slips of Centenary Bank were arrested and later released to go and complete their examinations.
The major challenge that I want to express here is with the learners who actually failed to complete their school fees. We realized that there are learners who went on and forged the bank slips specifically for centenary, showing that they have paid. They brought back the bank slips to the bursar, but when we checked their records, they were not showing anything. So they had not paid. We verified them, and those who lured them are actually right now at the cell at the police station, Ajumani police station, and so we have allowed them to sit because we interacted with the parents. Some parents came and others pay, whereas there are those who have not yet paid. But we are allowing them to sit and we shall deal with them after the examinations.
Dima Robert, the district education officer of Ajumani district, stated that this is a school administrative issue but commend the school management for allowing the culprits to sit for the examinations.
On the incidents that happened in Beza, on students forging slips to default the school on issues of fees, to me that is administrative. I am also aware that the culprit has been got and the relevant authorities are handling the issue. That's a serious matter for the candidate, but I'm happy for the human face that the school has done on the children.
The Ministry of Education and Sports gave secondary schools across the country a directive to allow all students with school balances to sit for the UCE examinations 2023, though some schools have defied the directive. The Uganda Certificate of Education Examination 2023 kicked off officially on the 16th October, despite a few challenges of rainfall disruptions and low students turn up. Peace Oshaki, Onjima Alan, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories, the local community members of Oche Sub-County have been urged to ensure safety of Chala Gravity Water Scheme and conserve the surrounding water scheme so as to have constant supply of clean water in the sub-county. This appeal was made by the Honorable Dulu Samuel, the LC3 chairperson of Oche Sub-County during the visit to the facility. Okumu Dominic has more.
Chala Gravity Water Scheme was first identified by the locals of Oche in 2001 after the community was hit by water crisis, which made the locals to entirely depend on the water source for all their household needs. Honorable Dulu Samuel, the local council 3 chairperson Oche Sub-County, during a courtesy visit to the facility, appealed to the locals to ensure the safe usage of the facility and conserve the surroundings so as to have constant supply of clean water in the sub-county.
Line, the reason installed the solar pump with the accessories to pump water for community in Sechoa and Agugwe, where there is no safe water since the beginning of the world, as you say. So I thank them so much, and we shall continue promoting the sustainability of the program, because as a local government, it is our responsibility to see the project continue and the facilities continue in good condition. This is possible because whenever we are planning, we always plan for operation and maintenance, so to take that may arise in the future. So I'm appealing to all the local communities to ensure the safety of the facility and use the water resources with a lot of care. And also, if you look at the environment, we are so much interested in conserving the environment around the catchment area, so to avoid interference with the catchment. because where we don't conserve the environment, once there's interference with the ecosystem, definitely it can even affect the water level in simple terms.
Opilo Kere Deli III, the local chief of Upper Metu, lauded the government for taking the initiative to construct the Chala Gravity Water Scheme, saying it has greatly improved the health of the locals.
Tatigamete ya ubaleriga kitiri andrani ukua manede ya dakwe ise iyi amari udua torone dede kunze kenga na le kare ungwele ya gugwe wa petrolo gorega bake sindi udua torogare ya bake iko hadi idi nzidrisi kutude umzirere rendu pia mata jode gameti ya zitire udue ide ya pipe se ose wiona le iya na le kara school primary school le tule konyi ka family care sina iya loeri na ri konyi pakara kaga kota meria sara di tamani asiegwe ajire wa gameti riga ma merizolo sorry taloso gameti edele amani ewe irile di galedi ma iya gameti koya shiridi andi ebukato andraga adusi ama bazti le ijujo abeso ribatini muridi ande isole rukokero.
Mr. Jale Augustine, a resident of Oche, said the people in the area used to trek for long distances in search for water and had suffered for over 50 years due to the lack of clean water, but now the facility has finally put a smile on their faces. Mrs. Kojoki Beatrice, another resident in Oche, said the construction of the facility has made life easy for the people since the facility made it possible for the locals to access water in their own homes, something which had never been possible in the past. Chala Gravity Water Scheme was constructed last year by Worldwide Pipeline through the help of Action Against Hunger, with the purpose of providing access to clean water to the people in the sub-county who for long have been hit by water crisis. Under the project, the water source was protected and pipes were connected to transport the water to the reservoir, which is being housed so as to avoid contamination, and solar panels are being used for pumping the water in high altitude areas of the sub-county. The project costed over 50 million and supplies clean water to over 3,000 people in the sub-county. I'm Dominic Antonio Kumo for West Nile TV, NILE CAST.
And more in our stories, over 200 people in Moyo district have received computer literacy training from Uganda Communications Commission that took place in Moyo Public Library so as to bridge the gap between information and communication technology. Take a look.
The training brought in over 200 participants who were taken through the basics of computer and internet access among other computer packages so as to bridge the gap in information and communication technology. Mr. Senyonga Geoffrey, one of the participants, say he learned how to operate a computer and feels the knowledge will help him to engage in online business, which will greatly improve his business and widen his scope.
Lini mesule computer de gare okema terera titorure computer awika ongo erijone ewa ove nyata zitorega iteriga ide aya computer gade lokro aya mesuna ta lesoso ewe iteriga no ese matazi ta tubiora kosa tasti zele angwengo ndede lokru mesubala karasi computer yoba matazi mari tiare mexele angwewa na ta mailan lela kare.
Mr. Mujuni Arnold, the project manager for Uganda Universities Service Access Fund under Uganda Communications Commission, said the training is to create awareness among the people in the district about the presence of computers in the public library and urged the people to make good use of the equipments.
You don't want to have computers that are seated there, like someone said, and no one is coming to use them. You know, once you appreciate what you can do, even after your work, you know, you can pass by here, there's internet, and you're able to get a lot. So this training is also in partnership with the district. We believe, you know, can be a way of creating awareness about this infrastructure that is there.
Honorable Chandiga Caesar, the chairman, Local Council 3, Moyo Town Council, implored the participants to use the knowledge they have acquired to transform the world and create better opportunities for them.
Councillors are here. We must now change the world, because we can't only be dealing with local issues. We're now in a global village, we're in a global world. It is important for us to communicate, and as we communicate, our communication to be able to benefit us economically. And I think with this initiative from UCC, you are enhancing the effort of government. For example, the PDM, when you look at the entire PDM, it can't operate without computer. The ones who are producing food need marketing, and you can do marketing on the internet. And I see some of the radio stations doing similar thing, where sellers sell on the radio, talk about the products they have, and then buyers also conducting using the same radio. If you can give more sensitization, more training for even our radio operators, so that they do it a bit more smartly than what they're doing now, then the internet and the communication in general and digital literacy will be improved from the grassroots.
Honorable Andu Richard Opeli, the Vice Local Council 5 Chairman Moyo, who was the chief guest, urged the leadership of Moyo Town Council to work together with the district so as to develop the district, and request Uganda Communications Commission to help the district in pushing for the attainment of municipality status, saying it has been long overdue.
So don't leave your mother behind. Ensure that you work hand in hand with the district to ensure that our district progresses. You made a mention. That mention is for purpose of information for our visitors. As at my age, when I look at Moyo, I feel like crying. Moyo became a council, town council, when I was over 20 years old. But still in the status of town council. It is among the 16 old districts in Uganda. Now some of these 16 districts have become cities, others are municipalities. More is still parading with the title of town council. This is a very, very burning issue to us. I feel, although I'm a government worker, but I have the freedom of speech. What is more in the Sudan or is in Uganda? If it is in Uganda, my time will talk about is one should be the hardest to reach in this corner of the country.
Mrs. Chota Vivian, the senior town clerk, Moyo Town Council, cautioned the youths who got the training against engaging themselves in visiting pornographic sites, saying it's a common practice among the youth which needs to be stopped.
This computer literacy. We have young youth here. People are now going to start searching for, those sites, pornography. They're going, let's use this for learning, for better, making ourselves better. This is my advice to you. I speak as a leader and as a mother. You know where the world is going to. Some of the things we talk about, the pornography, this, what do you call this? The gays and all that. Most of this came through also these computers. So when you choose to abuse it, you go the other way. When you choose to learn from it, everything comes with, advantages and disadvantages. So let's get the best out of this training today.
After the training, the participants were awarded certificates for attendance, something which caused a lot of excitement among them. The 2 days training, which is aimed at bridging the gap of digital literacy in the country, officially started on Wednesday and is expected to cover 3 districts in West Nile, namely Moyo, Arua and Zombo, before moving to the eastern region. The training is conducted under the theme Leave No One Behind, an initiative of the government of Uganda being implemented by Uganda Communications Commission UCC. I'm Dominic Antonio Kumu for West Nile TV, NILE CAST.
And more in our stories, teachers from both primary and secondary schools in Nebi, Pakwach and Zombo district on the 20th of October 2023 paid their last respects to the late Stephen Oribdogu, the former teacher of Omier Primary School in Nebi district. Take a look.
During the burial at a Ferisel Tata Division Nebi Municipality, Reverend Benson Japiem, the overseer of Full Gospel Church, Nebi, eulogized late Stephen Oribdogu for his love to serve the Lord for the rest of his life at the time of his demise on 17th October this year at Nebi General Hospital. Japiem urged teachers to emulate the life of Stephen, who served the government with the fear of God.
Kaitode asu ebelu pa Kristo. Ma Kristo diel pile salonga timapare kumela rekwode ile. Nwango yang ela reke jolo Kristo tipu bomu kutie iye. Tipu eni duwapeda kuni word Mungu. Echepulu Mungu do aba voa. Hallelujah. Eni pima tipu weda timo. Ni dano magijolo Yesu. Eketu jagod buku pa jirumi mapaulo maleng owatu kumae. Tekwa bedu kwa wajumu wabodi dongu wapo ni Kristo. Tekwa wato de ire. Lebe ere mukelu Kristo odinu to iye matarapiwa. Mane shere kukinju moto iwa. Ineme shere karibe ruot meju moto. Man ruot meju makwo. Hallelujah. Donga keni eni tekwa upoli botungo ngenia tipu Mungu cha peduli. Kama ngibelibe wote ibelibe luongirinia ini ja Kristo. Du Kristo kwa no buku pa timeji kwenda para chema kile biro kusia. Eno wangu ni adano majibu ugidu Kristo ubedo dano manuango ponji pa Kristo loko kodi ibeka tingiri chalo Kristo. Ungoni ya ngatima makadi palu kuode ngeni ni matini lele mateku tienia dano maro ni yeo nying maju Kristo sana. Dano yeo nying maju Kristo eli buwoto kuhe neno marach moloze tienia jumi wa nying pa Kristo na kwa juni wa mtemo kere kile madungu wadongo nying pa Kristo jibedungero wa Kristo manango ponji kupot iwa nwango tipo Mungu de iwa nwango tipo mwade tipo mokos ko pa Kristo daro be pa kwa Kristo ma eni kitu waraga mazigoro kanwa ngidi kwenu ja Kristo ngenia igoro ni tema biyu Yesu igoro ni daro swango manda tipo Mungu peide tipo wa Kristo takao peide ipa Kristo ngo Biblia mande watu kameni.
Innocent Unegiu, the regional chairperson Uganda National Teachers Union Onato West Nile region, has encouraged the mourners to always be ready as death comes unknowingly.
Evuto the ponji wage the bibe no angukare mishara bia megi somo geme yo saboni gipenju gipenma tong endongi awia pare gipenju ngati mokungo kumdongo weke wabe kwayo nea sector social services minebi politicians magitea kai aneno councillors education department abe kwayo nea wakebinu kago kakama ajeni egitie ege wabe kwayo nea awia pajarato eni ku family eni wabi dikirika Rachel kakama jeni egitie ege wekara ujuru kumu ke konywa imakuchinja ponji makuchingomzo inspector of schools, district inspector of schools, municipal education officer, sports, okay, being a kama penye nigitie ige. Chairperson Egipta, chairperson Yonato, ni municipal, wake binu, wachwe ku family eni.
According to Negiu, the late Stephen was instrumental in serving Onato as registered member. He assured the bereaved family that Onato will follow up the process of pensions, among others. In his life, Stephen Oribdogo initiated various trainings for Nebi Central Football Club, which in turn empowered the players to perform diligently. He joined teaching profession in 2000 with the Nebi District Local Government. He was laid to rest today at his ancestral home in Aferesel, Nebi Municipality. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories, the community members in Moyo district are urged to engage in self-help projects so as to develop the district. This urge was made by Honorable Anyama Williams, the LC5 chairman, Moyo district, during a courtesy visit to the new site of Oche sub-county headquarters in Moyo district. Take a look.
The visit of the local council 5 chairman came after the community members, together with the sub-county authorities, initiated a self-help project of constructing a temporary office space for the newly created Oche sub-county as they await the funds from the government to build a permanent office for the sub-county. Honorable Anyama Williams, the local council 5 chairman, Moyo, implore the people in Moyo district to emulate the example of Oche sub-county by engaging in self-help projects so as to develop the district, saying government have limited resource envelope and doesn't come timely. Therefore, the locals should be supportive if they want to develop.
In Oche sub-county, the local leadership linked with the district leadership and agreed that the local community should be encouraged to raise resources, to raise local materials, to raise small financial resources, to construct their own sub-county headquarters. And as I speak already, the wall has been constructed and the project has reached a high level, and we are very optimistic that with the continuous community support and encouragement, this sub-county headquarters will be completed. And this is what we encourage, because not everything will depend on government. Government has many needs, but a limited resource envelope. So if communities can initiate, can have self-initiative, self-help initiatives, and carry out on projects that will in turn help them, help the community, and they can finance them, it is the way to go. So I want to thank the people of Oche sub-county for supporting the local leadership, for raising local materials, for raising financial resources to construct their own sub-county headquarters. And I want to encourage all other sub-counties and town councils. We should not wait for everything from government. We are all stakeholders and we are duty bearers in seeing our places transformed. So let us do all that it takes within our means to provide what we can do within our means.
Honorable Dulu Samuel, the local council 3 chairman Oche sub-county, said they came up with the initiative after realizing the sub-county spends over 3 million shillings on rent alone, yet this money could be used for other development projects. So they thought it wise to mobilize the community to get building materials for constructing a new office space as they keep waiting for the government grant.
We thought it wise to initiate and construct this temporary structure in the meantime as we continue waiting for support from the central government for construction of our officing block. We were able to come up with this initiative simply because as of now we are spending over 3.5 million for rent where we are currently located. As you are aware, also sub-county is one of the new entities in Moyo district. We are currently operating in a commercial building where we are spending more than 3.5 million in terms of rent. So we thought it wise to mobilize our local community. We came up with some idea where we said to them to mobilize local resources which can be used to put a structure for temporary office block. The response was very good at the beginning. Much yes, to some extent there is also opposition from other members of the local communities, which is, I should say, political motivated.
Mr. Oja Lokere Deli III, the chief of Upper Metu, said as local leaders in the area, they felt the community have a role to play in developing their area. That's why when they came up with the initiative, they made sure they were at the forefront in mobilizing for building materials for the construction work.
Adura ama community there ama local leaders siameti chago tiro elisina tiro akera community ni ajovua gameti yetaka rosa kole amizedri okolongo se kole amare office sub county risile gameti yetaka rosa kesu block ya lueri nade ni amasira oza amato ideri do kwa kaliria onera ake baradila ki andra di sala ki oke amadu tiri kurwa ita de asisi radi ni exercise la kare arira bori kulungula kare kelera obiro ama ba de droit bien ben de ande amagala kasa mai ta maneti ya rezo kwena yo amara regameti ya itatia ubaleri try isa kevu ki ndeni kaya mesu amarire ara gamanzo gameti de okwa.
Oche sub-county is one of the 4 newly created administrative units created in Moyo district by the government. The sub-county was carved out of Metu sub-county, but due to financial constraints, its headquarters sit in a commercial building with little space, which has made the offices to be congested. The sub-county spends close to 4 million shillings on rent per year. It's from these too much expenses that the sub-county leadership, together with the local leadership, initiated a project of constructing a 4-roomed temporary office space on a 5 hectare of land that has already been allocated for the construction of the sub-county headquarters. Each community member in the sub-county was tasked to contribute at least 2,000 shillings towards the project and raise some building materials to support and own the project, which has now reached to roofing level as they await for their government grant for constructing the permanent sub-county headquarters. I'm Dominic Antonio Kumu for West Nile TV, NILE CAST.
And more in our stories, the Dean of St. Stephen's Cathedral, Goli, Venerable Ephraim Jagen Aliana, has urged Christians in Zombo District who aren't married couples to legalize their marriages in order to avoid tensions between their relatives. Take a look.
The Dean of St. Stephen Cathedral made this remark today at St. Stephen Church of Uganda, Foyolandi, Namthin Parish Church of Uganda, during a wedding ceremony of two couples, Solomon Kayom and Jessica Nyuvuru, Onzima Alex and Rosalind Ozele, all Christians of Foyolandi Namthin Parish Church of Uganda. According to Jagen, many marriages are breaking due to lack of trust and transparency from both parties. He advised them to always seek for legal process to seal their marriages, which can help one another, especially women, during divorce.
Wedding is a gift from God. As it is a gift of God, we need actually to come back to God and say thank you to God. We come and make vows in the church to show to God that, God, we have accepted what you have given us. And we promise to walk according to your own will. And wedding is not something bad. For us as Christians who are loyal to Christ, it is actually part of our faith. We show our faith to God that, God, we are willing to walk according to what you want us to do. So wedding is very important for us as Christians because we want to move according to the will of God.
His call comes barely 1 week when a newly wedded couple in Pakwach district divorced before Grade 1 Magistrate Court Pakwach over what is termed as disgrace in marriage. Solomon Kayom, one of the wedded couple, says marriage without wedding is nothing. He advised other married couples to get peace in marriage through Holy Family.
Anong kinema gamre kom ja shalo ko dabadi yo kuo mila minga abe kati mashara ya yimuro mungo itipo pamongo uketa nongo ya shala dana pa ja Kristo yar ka jolo god yanyo abe wukil no moleng kara don pamongo unjere koma kare be leng shil shal tina jolo god mongo para awash mongo dong tipu pere ko weka baka ben ja ko Yesu Kristo para ishele to ka jiksen para.
The recent research done in Pakwach district indicates that many women are single mothers over accusation of polygamous lifestyle of some men. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, NILE CAST.
And that viewer marks the